Hello there, and welcome to the Pooh Finger Podcast with me, Wayne Cooper, and Mr. Lee Neal.
Hello.
And over in the corner, STDs, he's got 'em, but mainly in his bottom, it's Kemp.
Hello there.
You sat on the throne, you gotta go fast. Helping along with the Pooh Finger Podcast. We talk a lot of shit, why don't you listen and see? Now you're fingering with Kemp with me. If you're on the job and you don't want to last, just think of the guys at the Pooh Finger Podcast. So play along at home, and if you like what we do, like and subscribe and follow the Pooh. Like and subscribe with the finger right up.
This week we're talking bottom. The TV series that ran from 1991 to 1995. UK TV Gold. Not the channel, but it is UK TV Gold.
And you can watch it on UK Gold on demand.
Can you?
Yeah.
Not a sponsor.
No.
Not a sponsor, but you could be.
Written by and starring Adrian Edmondson and Rick Mail. Legends.
Yep, it was a anarchic, slapstick, violent, but daft comedy for its time. How it actually got allowed to get put on TV, I don't know.
It was and is brilliant. And we shall be delving deep. Without further ado, let's get to the bottom of this poo.
Haha.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
How I do with poo. The greatest of all time is what we're gonna choose. Which one is the best and which ones are just poo? The greatest bottom episodes of all time! The Gabilt.
That wasn't too difficult. Not like fucking the Black Series one last week.
That twisted my melon, man.
I just want to remember. Did you do a bit of funny editing?
Maybe.
Wow.
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 I checked my phone, so my phone got stuck.
I thought I'd slip that. Well, you two said wow simultaneously. I was like, yeah, we can put that in.
So monotone as well. Like, we really weren't impressed, were we?
It's just you two go, wow, 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 wow.
Anyway, I digress.
Fun times. So yeah, we're talking the greatest bottom episodes of all time, guys.
Yeah.
Has everyone picked one?
I have.
Then I shall assign numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There isn't a 4, because all of them were good in their own
Guest
special
House
way.
Paradiso.
That was still quite good.
Maybe the pilot.
Yeah.
Weren't the best, but it was good.
The pilot was a bit.
Let's go Guest House Paradiso,
Okay.
just because I remember at the time when it came out, a lot of people liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was brilliant, but
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All the silly slapstick.
silly billies.
1.
Oh, that's
He's got to
me.
actually do something, folks.
Oh, man.
Oh.
So for me, the
Quick, gotta look it
greatest. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was just getting my facts straight on that.
Oh, yeah.
Season 2, episode 6, South.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The camp
Where Richard and Eddie are camping out on Wimbledon Common.
yeah.
Just a quick one,
On
folks.
the dog toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick one, folks. All the episodes basically are designed to go after the word bottom. So, for example, this one is called, well, it's apostrophe
Bottoms
S out. Yeah, so it's bottoms out. Or, for example, was bottom smells, etc., etc.
Bottom gas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Eddie has brought the tin opener, but Richie has forgotten the tins. How will they survive? Chocolate hobnobs and hedgehogs.
Yeah.
This episode, just, I remember it was the one I most saw in my childhood.
Yeah.
It kept coming up. Like, it was always on the TV, and whenever it was, I always had to watch it, because just purely for the very last scene where they're in the tent and they're all scared, and the Flasher comes out and starts waving his knob in the opening of the tent.
Eddie just zips it.
He zips it, but he has to give it a couple of yanks. He's like, zit, zit, zit. The guy screams, runs off and takes the top of the tent with him. It's attached to his dick. He runs off through the bushes. Oh man, it just cracked me up every time.
That is a great bit. The bit I used to always like in that one is when they're trying to hunt the hedgehog with a blow dart.
Yeah. And we're doing like a Native American. In fact, looking back at it, it's probably not very sensitive nowadays.
Oh,
but,
it's very not PC.
Yeah, very much. But yeah, he's doing the whole Native American sort of hunting thing.
Yeah, and then Eddie's just like, it's like, where did it go? And it's like, it's in my head, Eddie. He's got a dart sticking out the back of his head. It's like, take it out. It's like smash his head into a tree as he's taking this dart out.
Yeah.
The slapstick in every episode is just on point. And yeah, they just... But I loved it because they weren't in the flat as well.
Yeah.
Like, they're out and about. And... Yeah, when they're on about Wombles. What was it they're on about? Wombles?
The spot of hedgehog, and it's like, that is Great Uncle Bulgaria.
Yeah. Richard's like, Eddie, do you believe that the Wombles are real? He's like, of course they are.
Yeah, so we're trying to lure him out with a chocolate hobnob while Richie shouts, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, yum yum.
Then you got the classic bit where they're trying to catch the fish.
Yep. Using Eddie's vest as a net.
But yeah, it did actually catch one when he just threw the dart away. It was like, right, we're not using this blow dart anymore. Just chucks it in the pond. And then like 3 minutes later, it's like, oh, I caught one. It's this little tiny fish with a dart sticking out of it.
Just carrying on with the dart scene, sorry, the dart actually gets Richie about 3 or 4 times. Like, gets him once in the back of the hand and pins his hand to a rock.
Oh yeah, he lifts the rock up.
Yeah.
It's stuck to his hand.
Then he does the one, as you say, in the back of the head. So he goes, right, give me the blowpipe. He goes, I'm very sorry, Richie. He says, go stand over there. He's like, okay. And Eddie sort of marches over. So Richie puts the dart in the blowpipe and goes, takes a big in breath, and he swallows the dart. So then he's like, oh, are you okay? He's like, there's a dart in there. Get it out. Oh, I could recite the episode.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
But the bit with the fish, and then they try and cook it.
Yeah.
And Eddie's looking at the gas canister and the little bit that you put on it, just throws the bit away. He just like, he jabs a screwdriver in, doesn't he? Just pierces it, just like, whoosh, gas pissing out. And he's like, oh, you got a lighter? It's like, yeah, the lighter's here. Woof! Stick the fish in it. Completely incinerates. Throws it in the pond. And they're like, oh, we need to eat that. So they just pick out some sludge, and it's like, I think that's the fish. Snaps it in half, and they eat the sludge. So gross.
I can't even remember why they were camping in the first place.
It was a bet, wasn't it?
Yeah, they lost a bet. I'm struggling to remember what the bet was. I don't think they actually mentioned the bet itself. But yeah, basically, yeah, they lost a bet. They also refer to another bet where they...
And they bet someone that they could live outside of the flat for a week.
Oh, no, sorry, this is another bet they made with someone, that they could eat someone's dog. And then they said, well, basically it said like, oh yeah, we won that. It's like, no, we didn't. That's why we had to eat his dog. It's like, that's not even work.
Such feral characters, aren't they? Like, they're properly gross.
Yeah.
I'm really regretting not watching some for just pure nostalgia purposes. Silly Billy. Mr. Neil's watched all of them.
I did watch all of them this week.
Man.
Smashed them.
It's a big binge.
Yeah. Luckily, I've seen them so many times in my lifetime, but I feel comfortable enough to recite from memory.
That's good, because that helps me. So I can't remember. I just really have like visions and like just images of Rick Mayall's face.
Well, there's another scene
being weird.
There was another scene where Eddie has got a bottle of whiskey or something like stored about him.
Yeah.
So he glugs like a whole lot. Like literally does it down the entire bottle in one.
We're going to
And then
sing rugby songs.
Yeah, he passes it to Richard. He says, "Oh yeah, we're going to sit around the campfire and sing dirty rugby songs and talk about I don't know whatever, talk about girls and stuff." And he has like one. He does. I think it's even empty. He just puts it to his mouth and goes, "Oh, I'm going crazy." Right, let's sing some dirty rugby songs. Twinkle, twinkle, little. Oh wait, no, that's a bit shit, really, isn't it? Yeah, I could recite the episodes from fucking memory, but it's a great choice of episode.
Thanks, mate.
It's
Yeah, good pick.
one of my favourites as well. As you said, it's out of the flat. It's different scenario, and it's still got the same sort of humour. Somehow they keep that humour.
It works in every different scene that they do, like when they have scenes in shops and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Or the pub.
yeah.
Down the pub. Always funny. So good. But yeah, my pick, Salt.
Cool. Good
Season
choice.
2, episode 6.
Great choice. Sound some numbers?
Yeah, well, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh. 3.
Kempen.
Okay, so I could have chosen quite literally any episode, as I've mentioned numerous times. But if I had to pick one, it would be episode 3 from series 1, Contest, which is mainly remembered for the chess scene. That's the main part of it, where they have a big chess battle, let's say, for lack of a better word.
With actual prawns.
Yeah.
And a giant Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah, because Rich is like, oh, I've
They're
got...
missing all the pieces.
Let's use my, my great-grandfather's antique chess set was played by
Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't know. Because he's fucking pawned all the pieces.
Yeah.
He gets about 250 quid a piece.
So the premise of the episode is they've had the telly taken away because a man from Rumbelows came round, where they used to... Rumbelows is a now defunct place where you used to be able to rent electrical goods and such in the UK.
Kind of a pawn shop.
Yeah, for lack of a better word. Except after about 8.5 years and 5 times the price, you actually then have a chance of owning the item. So, yeah, someone's taken away the TV, so they're bored and they need things to do. So they start off by having a pin the tail on a donkey contest.
Well, they start off doing a crossword, don't they? They're trying to complete a crossword.
Sorry, you're right. That is the episode. Yeah.
Like,
Sorry, you're right.
yeah. Oh, I can't remember what the clue is, but it's like 5 letters long and they pick like an 8-letter one. And they just like force it to fit in the boxes.
The clue is Ironmonger.
Yeah.
Harold. It's like, what? It's like, yes, Harold the Ironmonger. It's like, we know him. We like down by the pub. He's like, oh, okay, so he puts it in and like it don't fit because they spell it intentionally wrong. Like they make the O really big, so it goes over 2 squares intentionally as well. And then what else is there? Oh yeah, 3 down. Fish. Right? Have you got anything in it? Yes. It starts with eggs. It's like xylophone fish. No, it's sink, wouldn't it?
What about Zurg?
Oh, Vizbooks.
Vizbooks.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's like, again, because we keep on filling in like bits with like letters that we don't need and stuff, like, yeah, we get answers like Vizbooks, which is where you get the X from for xylophone fish, etc. It's a very daft episode. Yeah. But yeah, then they go on to having other competitions, such as Pin the Tail on a Donkey.
But we don't have a donkey or a pin or
Yeah.
a tail.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just keeps like narrowing it down. In the end, Rich is just screaming, "We'll stick the sellotape on the fridge."
Put bits of sellotape on the fridge. And it's like, oh, well, that's not very hard, is it? So, well, you have to do it blindfolded. And like, he takes his glasses off and just pokes him in the eyes really hard. He's like, okay. So he gives him the sellotape. Oh, last bit, be careful. And he just walks over a straight line and he puts it on the fridge. He's like, what do I win? He's like, oh, Eddie, there's no such thing as winning. It's how you played the game. He's like, so I won. It's like, yes, Eddie, yes. And he's all sulky and, really fucked off by it.
The man-child.
Yeah.
Richie the man-child.
So they decide to have another contest, see how much see how much custard you can fit in your underpants competition, which is exactly what it says on the tin of custard. They have to fill their underpants full of custard. You don't see any of this. You only see like the before and after scenes where they are like cleaning up and things. But when they do cut to him,
almost like a sumo suit full of fucking custard.
It's the largest pair of underpants you've seen in your life, and it's just sloshing about the place. Whereas it cuts to Eddie, and he's decided to sit down on the sofa.
Yes, it's splattered everywhere.
Yeah, it's just dripping off the ceiling on him. It's like, I told you about handstand rules, a complete disaster. But yeah, it finally culminates in like the last 5 minutes of the episode in this game of chess, and it is one of the craziest things you'll ever see in your life. It's like, you know how people praise Rowan Atkinson for his acting and for like just as a silent actor with Bean.
Yeah,
that's almost what they do with Richie in this scene. He's just silent. They set up all this chess.
Well, it's Eddie, isn't it?
Well, technically both. They get this chessboard set up with all these different improvisations. Like, for example, there's a big Spider-Man on there. Yeah. There's a cactus that's a queen and shit like that, etc., etc., etc. And they finally get it all set up and they make cocktails, which is like marmalade, Pernod, ouzo and salt, and so on and so on, you know, and they smoking cigarettes through biros and God knows what else. Richie's got his jacket on inside out.
Yeah,
he's got his smoking jacket. Yeah. Etc. All this stuff. It's like, it's now 1 a.m. and it's like, right, Eddie, yeah, how do you actually play chess? And you're like, oh. And it cuts to it basically him teaching him for like the 5,000th time about how to play chess.
Like 9 hours later.
Yeah, it's like now 7 a.m. or something like that, something stupid. And he goes, right. And he goes first, he's like, right, King's Pawn to King's Pawn 4, and like moves his thing, smashes this clock to pieces next to him. He's like, why did you do that? It's like, you just do! Okay. So this is where it kicks in, like the greatest scene for me with Richard. He's silent all throughout, and he's like scanning across his like troops, let's say, and he does all this crazy stuff. Like he stands up, he starts circling around, cracking his knuckles. He even goes out one door, moves along a little bit, comes in for another door while still like staring at this chess set, and he's like going all around doing all this crazy ass shit. When he sits back down, there's this. Am I white or black? He's like, you're those ones. You're them. You're those next to you. Like, oh, okay. He's like, just take a fucking go. Well, he doesn't say fucking opposite. It was on BBC. So, Richie's like, oh, okay, right. What would, what's his name?
What would Napoleon do?
Napoleon, that's it. Like, lose at the Battle of Waterloo. That's not no good. Right, okay, there's only one thing for it, lads. Over the top. Attack. And basically, he just starts getting all these characters next to him. And just, it's almost like watching a child play with his toys, you know, all the stuff he does. He's like throwing this Spider-Man figure at Eddie's bits. He's like, what's his name? He picks up a sausage and he goes, oh, where are you going, Bishop? He's like, I'm a bishop. I can only move sideways. Throws him off the table. And it's, I don't know, I cannot explain it. It just goes absolutely nuts for about the next 45 seconds. It's chaos on the board. There's ketchup everywhere. There's figures everywhere. There's prawns everywhere. And then it sort of culminates with Eddie goes, right, was that your go, was it? Like, yeah. And like, it's the clock, and like, you know, it finally fucking blows up or whatever. And then Eddie just gets like his queen and starts like going all around the board, everywhere, over all of these things. Just scoops them all to him. He's like, checkmate. And then Richie ends up flipping the table on him or something like that. Oh, it's just the ludicrousness of it. I love it. It's meant to, at their peak, comedy, slapstick violence. Oh, that's it. And it very much finishes up with Eddie is smashing Richie's head in the fridge, and then he pulls out the TV and says, like, oh yeah, I hid it when he came round. So yeah, he just took a, I don't know, dummy made or something like that. And I think I'm a little bit wrong there. But yeah, he's pulls out the TV and he ends up getting it smashed on his own head. Basically. So we could have watched TV all this time. And no.
It's a funny episode. That bit with the chess was just so funny.
The way he just peaks throughout the scene. It's like, it's been daft, you know.
So I thought you were going to talk about Eddie, because throughout all of that, he's just sat there looking at the board, just not even cracking, nothing. Yeah. No emotion. He's just sat there, head on his hands, just watching.
Yeah.
Or Richard's doing all this crazy shit, even when he's like smashing the board up. And he's just sat there like. And then, really calmly gets his pieces, like tap, 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 tap. Checkmate.
Yeah. So, because I don't know, it's maybe because it's reversing roles for him, because Eddie's normally the more violent one, it's like quite psychotic, whereas although Richie's kind of supposed to be a straight man, he's not in a way, he's the anarchic one for this scene. He's not exactly out of character, but he's a bit more over the top for his character.
He
normally
takes the lead.
Yes,
in this one.
yeah. Which is again weird because he is also the lead character, but everyone wants to see Eddie because he's a violent fun one. He's Vivian from Young Ones. He's smashing plates and stuff like that, and punching people. But I don't know. Mainly just
pick.
in that scene. Yeah.
Good pick.
Contest.
Bottle contest.
Haha.
Series 1, episode 3.
Correct. Yep.
Oh yeah, one.
I understand that.
4.
Hey, Mr. Neil,
Look, 4 again. And again.
you got a defective
2.
pyramid.
2. I'll take it. That's 2 ones. So my pick is different to you guys' picks, and I'm happy with that. So my pick is also from season 1,
Oh,
but it's episode 4,
oh,
which is called Apocalypse.
Oh, yes.
Bottom Apocalypse. So this one starts off where they're basically setting up the flat because Rich's auntie Olga is going to come round. She's minted, and they want to try and scrounge some money. So they're like, Eddie's got like a goldfish on a fork. So they're going to say like they're so poor that they need to eat the goldfish.
Elvis.
Yeah, so they're going to serve her Elvis and stuff. So Richie rings her like, "Oh, please come round," but she's dead, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" But then he's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna get some money," and he inherits £600 from Auntie Olga. So they go to the fun fair with half of it, and they're playing the shooting. Like Eddie's playing the rifle game. And he's like, "Oh, go on, just one more go." And Rich is there waving his wallet around, like, "Yeah, I've got £300 in my wallet, and then I've got the other 300 stored safely at home on top of the bathroom cabinet." Immediately gets robbed. The rifle guy's like, "Right, you owe me 50 quid in pellets, like, pay up." And they're like, "Oh, you've stole my wallet." And then Rich is like, "I bet it's one of you gypsies." Starts going off on them. They're all there like cracking the knuckles, but ready to fuck them up. When Eddie's like, "How about this? Double or nothing." So he gives him the rifle, just shoots the guy, and then they run off.
He shoots him in the eye.
Yeah.
Then they go and hide in the fortune teller tents, and Rich is like, "Go on then, tell me a fortune. Go on then, you witch woman." And she's like, "You gotta grease my palm, give me some money." It's like 5p, and she's like, "No, I need more than that." It's like, "That's all I got, 5p." She's like, "Okay, you're gonna die in 72 hours." He's like, "What? How? You need to tell me more." She's like, "You need to give me more money," and I tell you how.
Forgive me, yeah, it's when the moon rises 3 times.
Oh, yeah, that was
it. You're gonna die. What? Yeah.
Isn't that the old lady out of Royal Family?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Granny.
Yeah.
Nana.
Yeah, so Rich is like absolutely terrified he's going to die, so he's like hiding under the sofa for 3 days. And storms into a hospital and he's like demanding to be seen. And like the heart surgeon comes out, it's like, "This is my hospital, you need to get out." And it's like, "No, you need to check me over because I'm going to die." And he looks at him up and down and he goes, "Are you in any pain?" And he's like, "No." And he goes, "Well, you're fine. You're going to live." And walks back into surgery. Richie walks in. He goes to lean on the table, but like puts his hand in the open cavity, just squirts blood all over the doctor. He's like, "Whoops."
It's really unusual because it's like a reception waiting area, and then a bloke performing open heart surgery behind a little curtain.
Yeah.
It's like, what? But yeah,
it's dead funny. He keeps doing it. It's just covering the guy in blood, and it's like, in the end, it's like, "Get out of my hospital. You're fine. You're gonna live." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's feeling all great, calls the lift, and it opens, but it has an out of order sign. And there's a guy in a wheelchair, and it's like, "Oh, after you, sir," just chucks the guy down the elevator shaft. And he's like, "Oh, shit." They run back home. I can't remember how, but they end up having a bit of an argument, don't they? Richie kicks Eddie out of the house. He's like, "Right, you're gone, you fucking can't live here anymore." Then he goes to bed.
it's because he gets Eddie to go upstairs for something, and he starts playing on a piano, and then just as
Yeah.
yeah, for some bizarre reason, he's playing the piano, and then just as like he runs to the bottom of the stairs to go, Eddie, what the hell are you doing? The piano comes crashing down like where he just was, like underneath his shelter.
Yeah, it's like, it's you! You're going to
Yeah.
kill me! Kicks him out of the house. Richie goes to bed. And he's like, War and Peace. And he opens his War and Peace book and he's like, first sentence. And he's like, dictionary. And he's like, forget it. He goes to bed. He goes to, starts to go to sleep. And then fucking death just bursts through his door.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that
He's
scene.
like, points out, are you death? And he's like, "Grr." And he's like, he runs into his room. And he's like hiding on his bed, like, oh no, it's Death. And then like Death like stumbles in, falls over, and it's Eddie dressed as Death, and he's on stilts.
He's pissed up.
He just scares the shit out of me because Eddie's like, Richie thinks he's going to die, and he's like, Death's coming through. He's trying to challenge him to games like for his life.
I was like, well, how much money do you have? Oh, none. He's like, how about the 300 quid on top of a bathroom cabinet?
How do you know about that? He's like, I'm Deaf.
Yeah.
He's like,
How do you know? Yeah.
just so funny.
Great gag.
Every time Richie turns around, fucking Eddie's stumbling around, the hood falls off, and he's all like,
Yeah.
such great physical comedy in that one. And then,
Oh, he plays a game for his soul, doesn't he? But he
Yeah.
plays I Spy.
yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So what's say Richie goes first. He says, okay, I Spy with my little eyes, something beginning with S. Submarine. He's like, no, it was Scythe. Oh, good, I get to live. And he's like, that doesn't start with an S. And he pulls out his dictionary because of the thing. He goes, look, see, Scythe. He goes, that's Zipper. He's like, oh, you don't, I get to live now. I don't know, it all kicks off.
Yeah, then it's like, how about a deal? And then he makes a deal, and it's like, Eddie gets to live back with you. You got to treat him really nice. You got to give him all your money that you've got stored in the house and stuff like that. And he hands it all over, and Eddie's like, fucking so long. So he falls down the stairs. His fucking legs are broken. It's like, oh shit. And then the Jippos like come in and start robbing them.
Take all the money down there. They got nothing to get.
Back to nothing.
It's always the case. They've just always got nothing.
Yeah.
They're just always poor.
Although Richie does end it with seeing as you're here, would you like to kick Eddie in the bollocks? I don't mind if I do. Thank you very much. And yeah, gives him a right good swing, and he does that sort of pose. Yeah.
Yeah, great. It was such great physical comedy in that episode. And I think that's what Bottom does best, is the slapstick physical comedy.
Absolutely.
Every episode has got gold in it.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Even if it's just swinging a frying pan round at each other or something like that, or
It's just daft.
The one with the fire poker and just smashes it around his head. And there's all Ben. It's like, oh, my poker.
Oh, well. So,
That is my
we've got
pick.
Bottoms Out, Bottom Apocalypse, and
the bottom contest.
Bottom Contest. What's the winner, though? 1, 2, 3. What was 4 again?
Guest House Paradiso.
Guest House Paradiso.
Three. Contest.
Contest.
Yeah.
I'll have to give that one a rewatch.
It is a funny one.
I remember the Spider-Man statue.
Yeah.
I always remember bits of them.
Yeah. There's quite a few, little nods to comics and stuff throughout.
Oh, yeah.
Like how on the Christmas one, Eddie wants a Batman cape. Stuff like that, yeah.
Awesome show.
Good fun.
What's your favourite episode of Bottom? Let us know. Play along at home.
Play along at home.
Play along at home.
A little bit of trivia while I've still got you.
Oh, go on then.
Towards, not too long before Rick Mail's death, unfortunate death, they did actually talk about doing a series 4, and they thought about it, but they just wouldn't know. It's not the fact that we're too old, it's like the characters wouldn't work anymore in that sense.
Yeah.
Because they were going to set it as in an old person's home.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So yeah.
Could work. Could have worked.
Good work, but how they ended it works really well because they all get shot to shit.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Go A Squad.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Forgot about the big ending.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll talk about that later. Who knows?
I'm saying we
Maybe.
will.
Join us next time for more Greatest of All Time.
It's his quizzy time. Who will be the best scorer? You don't need to wear pants in Kemp's corner.
Kemp's corner. He sits in the corner, finger in his bum to the second knuckle of his thumb.
Is the thumb a finger?
Yeah.
But why is it called a thumb and not
Technically,
finger?
it's a thumb.
Yeah.
Is
Just
a
an
big toe
appendage.
not? Is a big toe not a toe?
Oh, that's a big toe, yeah. Because
That's the thumb of the foot.
But it ain't, right? Anyway, one little thing. You're not press a button on
Agree
the
to disagree, man.
thing. Oh, anyway. Welcome to my corner. My bottom corner.
Hello.
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 Hello. So, I have a quiz for you both.
That's good.
Would you believe? It's a multiple choice quiz, apart from a couple of questions, but more on that later. I have a number of questions. I have 17 questions.
Ooh.
Because
This is a
this
quiz.
is one of my preferred subjects.
That's
So-
why you picked it.
Exactly.
I know nothing, John Kempin.
Haha. Took me a second there to get that, but well done. Very-
Dated reference now, isn't it?
Really dated.
So, without further ado, let's get this quiz on the Boogaloo. Do we have any buzzers at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Neil.
Not bad.
That is not a bad impression.
Thank you. Thank you. This one, because I got
Here we
mixed
go.
up again. So, look.
It's got a shooter.
So, this is Kempin's buzzer, if he was playing.
Oh, okay.
Sunrise early in the morning.
So, this is Kemp's favourite artist.
Oh, Paris.
Yeah, man. He's your hero.
Okay. Does that have much to do with bottom? I don't
It has
get it.
absolutely nothing to do with the bottom. I just
Okay.
wanted to. That song was in my head. So I sang it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Shall I check? I changed my buzzer.
Got puberty, see?
Hey, editing.
Boo! Boo!
So, yeah, let's have a little re-listen.
Rewind.
Buzzers, folks. Mr. Lee? Once more, once at a time. One at a time, sorry.
Go on, you go.
After you, Mr. Neil.
No, you go.
No, go for it.
No, go for it.
Okay, well, I know both ways. That's the important thing.
Okay.
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
Very good.
There we are.
Okay, so it's basically just random little bits that I thought of about the episodes, because this was harder than you think to do a quiz about one of the favourite things you love. So, question 1. There's 4 options for all of these, by the way.
Okay, multiple choice, yeah.
Yeah. Question 1. What is Eddie's middle name? Is it Eddie?
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
Elizabeth.
Correct.
Oh! I forgot to set up.
So up to you guys if you do want to buzz in or hear all the answers, up to you.
I'm going to jump the gun whenever I can.
Alright.
I have a
Good to know.
black finger.
What is the name... Question 2. What is the name of a pub our heroes often frequent? Is it the Toad and Landmine? The Dog and Handgun?
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
The dog and handgun.
Incorrect. That is the Rival pub.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's why it sounded familiar.
Are you locked out now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sweet.
So you got 2 more options.
Yes, please.
The Lamb and Flag or the Trout and Whistle?
The lemon flag.
Correct. Question 3. Which of these items was not used as a substitute chess piece? Right, which was not used.
Okay.
A sausage instead of a bishop. HP sauce. You know, the king. Ketchup, the queen. Or Subutio as pawns. That was
Ooh.
Mr. Wayne, I think.
Yeah.
There's the ketchup.
Incorrect.
Correct.
What?
It was the last one. Sputio piece.
Correct.
I thought there was a Subutio piece in there.
No. It was a bag of frozen prawns he had in the fridge from since someone got released from jail or something like that. Yeah.
Bollocks.
Question 4. In the episode Burglar, which mug had the poison in?
The yellow one.
Correct.
Oh,
So they're all yellow.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I just thought of? What I should have done for the four answers, I should have put them down as all the yellow one, the yellow one, the yellow one, or the yellow one. Yeah. Question 5. Whose card did the pair steal after his stag cricket match?
Oh,
Was it Skull Crusher Henderson? Was it Terry Violence is my middle name O Fist? Was it Cannonball Taffy-O Jones? Or Harry the Violent Crime Lord of Hammersmith?
Taffy-O Jones.
It was Cannibal Taffy-O
Yes.
Jones. That was his stag cricket match. That's why he was allowed to use a slingshot.
Yeah. That's why Richie was there.
Yeah. Question 6. Who is the landlord at the local pub? Is it Mr. Rottweiler?
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
I think I've jumped the gun, but is it Mr. Rottweiler?
Incorrect.
Ah,
It's Dick Head.
Correct.
oh, fuck.
Question 7. Who did the music for the show? Was it the Brown Notes? Was it the Bum Notes? Was it the Brown Trousers? Or was it the Bottom Orchestra?
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
It's the Bum Notes.
The Bum Notes, correct. Now, we talked about this earlier. In the See How Much Custard You Can Hold in Your Underpants competition, which rule was a complete disaster? This is question 8, by the way. Was it the Jumping Jacks rule, the handstand rule, the Subo rule, or the rule that I've forgotten to finish writing down? Aha!
The handstand rule.
Correct. In the episode where they put a bet on a horse, question 9. In the episode where they put the bet on a horse, what is the name of the blind three-legged horse that they bet on? Is it
I know it when I hear it.
Lucky Terry, Fast Alan, Speedy Fernando, or Sad Ken? Big girl, Mr. Neil.
Sad Ken.
Sad Ken. Yeah. Yeah, put another 100 on the Sad Ken pile. In the same episode, they steal something from Robert Llewellyn, aka Crichton, from Red Dwarf, and also a Scrap Heap Challenge fame, amongst other things. But that's what I mainly know him as, to be honest. I don't know about you folks, let us know.
Crichton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crichton. I do remember Scrap Heap Challenge, though. Get fucked, mate.
So yeah, they steal something from him. What did they steal?
Is this multiple choice?
It is. Is it his wooden leg, his wallet, his war medals, or his wooden arm?
Ah, the wooden leg.
Wooden leg.
So I was going to buzz in earlier, but I didn't know if you wanted the specifics of it.
Ah, yeah, good shout. Which of these people, question 11, which of these people appear on Eddie's Forged Money?
That's a funny bit.
Terry Wogan, David Seaman, Noel Edmonds, or Sir Bobby Charlton?
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
Ah, shit. Is it Bobby Charlton?
Here's Bobby Charlton.
Good shout.
I almost went Noel Edmonds.
So I was thinking David Seaman. I thought you just put that one in there for you.
Because they always say, joke about Noel Edmonds in the live shows, don't they?
Yeah. I wanted to throw that one in A as another footballer option, in case you knew it was a footballer but you couldn't remember who, but also as a little nod for you. Right then, the next two questions are not multiple choice.
Ooh, good to know.
So, what I want you to do is I want you to finish the quote, right? Well, you'll get what I mean right as soon as I say it. Question 12. Why is Spudgun called Spudgun?
Give him a spud and he'll show you.
I'll accept that. It's give him a potato and I'll show you why. Question 13. Why is Dave Hedgehog called Hedgehog?
Give me a hedgehog and I'll show you why.
Correct.
I'm getting my ass pasted.
Go on, man. You need to do that homework, man.
It's because I'm asleep.
Yeah.
I've got eyes painted on my eyelids. You guys haven't noticed yet.
They're all very closed.
Ryan, I've only got 4 questions left, but 10 minutes. Ooh.
God, we're tearing through it.
Yeah. Question 14. Come on. Question 14. When the I should have blew some smoke in it. Or something like that. Really fuck him up. Question 14. When the gas man comes round, where does Eddie put the kettle? On the stove? On the floor? On the windowsill? Or on the table?
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
Is it on the windowsill?
Incorrect.
Ah.
Mr. Neil?
Is it the stove?
Incorrect.
The table.
No.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. The gas man says, oh, but put the kettle on. I was like, yes, put the kettle on the floor. Because we don't use that, because we don't use gas, because we don't know what it is. And that is simply because they've got a connection hooked up to next door's house
Yeah.
of illegal gas supply, basically.
Which is really crude. It's a hose pipe going out of his window. There's no way he didn't see it.
And we're sitting there earlier in the episode, they've just got the stoves on, they've got like Cali gas burners just pumping heat everywhere.
I love it how Rick Mail just gets more and more sweaty throughout every
Yeah.
episode as well.
There's one where his shirt's see-through, like he's sweating so much. It's like Lee Evans' like level of sweat.
But the live shows are astonishing because you're right, he does just sweat like a trooper. He must lose. It's like almost like Michael Jackson levels of losing weight in shows and stuff. No, anyway. Question 15. After many attempts, how does Richie get his swimming trunks off with Eddie's help? Is it a claw hammer, scissors, blowtorch, or acid?
Haha, blowtorch.
Blowtorch, correct.
And it's just a rubber band, isn't it?
Final two questions. Going back to Cannibal Taffy Jones, what was the name of the hotel the pair go to in Cannibal Taffy Jones's car? Was it the Hotel Amazing, the Hotel Fantastiche?
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
C'est fantastique.
No. Got two more options. Was it the Marboliso Splendido Hotello? Or was it the Hotel of Seedy Reputation?
C.
The Marboliso Splendido Hotello?
Yes.
Correct. That's where Eddie basically dresses up as Mrs. O'Jones,
And
but the Wonder Bra she's bought, it doesn't lift and separate, it just slings him around the back, and basically, yeah, he's got a pair of fake boobs on his back.
yeah. And this hotel is situated in Wolverhampton.
That's right. Yeah. Right then, question 17. Now, this one, let's have a look. What's the point saying?
I'm 10 ahead.
10
I'm
ahead.
on 13.
Okay, so
Wine's on 3.
Have been pasted.
3, 4, 5.
So it's worth 11.
Yeah. Well, no, it's 2 points per line. Right. So basically, what I want you to do, you get both buzzing on each one, but I want you to give me the next line. You'll understand when you hear the first line what it
So
is.
2 points for each correct answer.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So I'll do
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
I'll do a line.
Fucking dirty cokehead.
All right,
bastard.
I'll say a line, and then I'll let you know when he can buzz in,
Can
right?
you sing it?
No,
Okay.
because it's not a song.
All right.
Can you do it in the voice?
I'll try.
Okay.
Right. So it's from the episode Contest,
Okay.
and this is the pin the tail on the donkey scene. I want you to give me just the next line after I give you the first one, right?
Okay.
Again, you'll understand when you get to it.
Sing it, Cal.
All right. What about pin the tail on the donkey?
That's not the accent. I thought you were going to do the voice.
Okay, no, I'm not going to do the voice.
Oh, man.
But okay, right. So,
What about pin the tail on the donkey?
no, hang on. So, yeah, buzz in when you're ready to give the
That's a
answer.
smashing blouse
What
you
about
have
pin
on.
the tail on the donkey?
No.
Authority.
We don't have a donkey.
Correct.
Winner.
Well, pin the tail on the chicken.
Authority.
We don't have a chicken.
Incorrect.
Oh,
We haven't got a tail. Oh, sorry.
I haven't got a tail.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't get
Right.
that point.
Well, pin the sausage on the chicken.
But we not got a chicken.
Correct. Well, pin the sausage on the fridge.
We don't have a sausage.
Incorrect.
That's a smashing blouse you have on.
We don't have a pin.
Correct. Sellotape a sausage to the fridge.
We don't have a sausage.
Correct. And that is basically the last line. Unless you really want to go all out and see if you can get the last line. Put a bit of sellotape on the fridge. The next line is... No?
No.
No, I don't know.
No. Not much of a game, is it? Yeah. Okay.
Well,
So, yeah. Let's have a look then.
Winner!
I got a paltry 7 points. Mr. Neil got an amazing 16.
You're so paltry, you could say you're chicken.
Ooh.
And I think in a podcast first, there was no last question fuckery.
No, there wasn't. Well, there was, because even if I got all of them right, I still wouldn't have been able to win, because there's only 4 questions, which means I would have only been able to get a possible 8 points. Huh?
There's 5.
Was there?
Yep.
Okay, I'll let you off.
Donkey, chicken,
Don't call me a donkey.
pin, sausage,
Tail.
tail. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you off. Yeah, good quizzy, good quizzy.
Good quiz.
I mean, not enough to win the whole thing, though. Hey, look at that leaderboard.
I don't know, there's still one more quiz left.
There is one more quiz left, the mighty episode 100 quiz.
Ooh.
Oh, next week. So next week, because it's a special end of season finale.
Episode 100.
Season finale. We're going to do, for the season finale of the Pooh Finger Podcast Season 2,
Ooh.
next week we're doing a very special episode, and we're going to, each 3 of us will be hosting our own quizzes for funsies, because none of you can beat me.
Unless there's some fuckery afoot.
There's never any fuckery
There's
afoot. What are you on
always a
about,
fuck-
man?
And the amount of quizzes I've lost because of the fucking last question fuckery.
Yeah,
You
same.
should be happy you've won one.
I am happy I've won
In
one.
fact, looking at that, we've all won a lot.
We have won quite a lot.
We've done a lot of quizzes. I don't think the maths though.
It doesn't, does it?
Let's see.
I think it's
Facts.
way off.
5, 10,
No, you know
15,
what?
20,
It
25,
does.
30,
I've
35,
just done it.
40, 45, 49. Oh, no, it does
49.
math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just
Holy
done it.
shit.
Wow, because I'm going to be honest, listeners.
For most of this season.
Yeah, from about probably like episode 7 or 8 of this season, we had fucked up the math a bit.
Yeah,
No way.
we lost track.
Yeah, we lost track of the shite board. It ran away from us, but it looks like it was all gravy in the end.
There were certain episodes where there was only 2 of us, so that was hard for us to...
Yeah,
Like, you
there's
know,
some fuckery going on,
assign
but
points.
it's levelled itself out.
Yeah.
But join us next week for a special episode 100 Pooh Finger Quiz Extravaganza.
Some quick fire quiz action.
Oh, fuck yeah. Stick around to the end of the show to find out what it'll be about.
Yeah, play along at home.
Play along at home.
Play along up!
It's nearly time to go and our semen has been spent, but we have still got time for a wheel of content.
Fucking hell. I was going to keep right, get into position for my microphone.
You couldn't speak.
Yes, very good, thank you. Hey, Cam.
Hey.
Catch! Oh, nice, Cam. We've almost perfected that.
Almost. One time it won't hit me
One
in the
time.
face. One time it won't hit me in the face.
No, yeah, maybe, if you're lucky. Right, let's open that shit up and head downstairs.
Clunk.
Hey!
Get the light. Illumination.
Oh, I can see. I lit my candle. This is not a good position for this because of rockage falling on me.
Fucking hell.
That was like a chest burster.
Penis burst.
As you can see, added to the collection, we have Richard
fucking can't
Richards'
see,
finger.
Oh, yes, we do.
There it
Yeah,
is.
his amputated finger, as seen in the Christmas episode when he's cutting the veg for the Christmas dinner. Still one of the funniest scenes on ever committed to film.
Yeah.
It's just so funny when he rocks up later on. He's got it taped up, a jaunty angle.
Yeah, it's on the piss. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Lights the pudding. It's like a nuke going off.
That's it, because they haven't got any brandy butter because Eddie drank all the brandy.
Yeah.
So we said, oh, it's okay because I've made vodka margarine. And then he spiced it up with a couple of cans of hairspray.
To make sure it was flammable.
Yeah.
Anyways, finger. Let's...
Yeah. Well, just before we leave this mountain of treasure, guys, this is the final piece of treasure to be added to the room.
What a glorious piece.
Do we not
We've added.
Do we not win it? Do we not take it with us or something?
No, I keep it all. It's all mine.
Oh.
Nothing
Just we
belongs to you guys.
We can't come and see it.
We all know this whole empire's mine.
Till you stop paying rent on the storage container, then it ends up on Storage Wars.
Can we still come and see it?
Yeah, for a fee.
Do I start to get hit in the face with keys?
Yep.
Do I have to pay for that as well?
That's the fee. Right, let's go step on that squelchy rag.
Squelch.
Oh my days. The bombastic bagman once again riding atop the poo finger wheel of content with his gigantic poo finger penis with his giant purple bellend dripping that glorious semen of selection all over those glorious glistening tiles of content and that is like really interesting and we're going to talk about stuff.
Yeah. Smooth.
They fucking nailed that. No one's going to notice. Spin that motherfucking wheel, girl.
Great spin.
Thank you. I'm afraid the angle I'm at, I can't actually see.
So that's
what they
Eddie
say.
or Richie. Who is your favourite character?
Oh, that's what that
Of the
says.
two main ones.
Looks like it says Elizabeth Royal
No,
from here. This is
Oh.
Kemp's janky writing.
no, I'd say that's pretty legible.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, it says the man, his eyes are so narrow.
I haven't even started
Yeah.
this yet.
He's you're so close to being legally blind. You know,
I'm legally horizontal.
Literally cannot see the whites of your eyes.
you're like Brad Pitt in Fight Club when he gets it.
For those at home, I'm in a hand-me-down chair. It's like a old gaming chair that used to once belong to the Philly Willy. And it got past, and he broke it and couldn't fix it. So he handed it down to my dad, who was like, I can fix that. He couldn't fix it. And so he's handed it down to me, and now it lives in the gay rage. And I've been using it for every episode of the Poo Finger podcast so far. And I think it's finally giving up the ghost, because now when I lean back, I don't stop leaning back until I come into contact with either the wall or the floor.
It definitely has been
closest.
getting further back as the season's gone on.
I am horizontal now. It's like I'm permanently sitting in a dentist chair.
Yeah.
It's quite comfy, but it's dangerous because I'm a little bit sleepy. Yeah, so
So, Eddie or Richie, who's your favourite? I am going with Eddie.
I go with Eddie. As much as I love Richie, I don't know why Eddie was always the funniest to me.
Yeah, I didn't love Richie.
Oh, Eddie was the funniest, yeah, blatantly, but I don't know, Richie's got a special place in my heart. Yeah, you feel sorry for a poor bastard, but he does bring it on himself, I'll admit.
Richie's got the stretchy Jim Carrey face, crazy antic side,
Yeah.
but Eddie's got the funny jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had all the jokes and the funniest lines.
He's
in
the cool
the thing. Yeah, like Richie's are good for punchlines.
Yeah.
And Eddie's really good at setting them up.
Yeah. But like all the antics to get up to is always Richie's fault. It's always his scheme or his problem or something. Eddie's just like tagging along just for something to do, isn't he?
Yeah.
You almost feel like Eddie's a lot smarter than Richie.
Yeah.
Like he always is. And like you just feel like he's he's just kind of, oh, this guy's an idiot, and I'm going to fleece him, get a place to live.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like a best friend.
No, because he
dynamic,
openly
is
says
it?
throughout the whole thing, he's like, I absolutely hate you, Richie.
Yeah. But there are occasions where you feel sorry for him, like when, who was it? Eddie wants to watch Miss World, but Richie wants to watch his favourite programme, which is basically anything but Miss World.
Yeah.
Just to piss him off. So he tells Eddie to fuck off out of the house, and he goes into the corridor, and he paces up and down. He's like, okay, so I'm sorry, Richie, let's all make up. Let's have another cup of that delicious elm tea. And he goes back in, but he catches Richie just about to have a wank over Miss World.
Yeah.
And, he about breaks his neck. I think he says he gets wanker's whiplash or something like that.
But
So,
no, like,
yeah.
watching it recently, like I have, fucking, yeah, Richie is so gross. He's properly gross. He's just a disgusting character as well. Like, he doesn't have any redeeming quality. I mean, neither of them do, really, but, like,
No.
he's just got the extra grossness, and he's like, ugh.
There's
fucking
also,
Literary and
Yeah.
there's never really a reason for them to be together.
No.
Like, why are they, like, sticking together?
we're
Like,
going
what's
to
the point?
grown up together or something like that.
Yeah,
or-
like, you don't get any history or backstory from
No.
previous to episode 1.
Well,
Like, that's your jumping on point.
But they're both
to
very
their
codependent.
relationship.
They just always, like, need each other, don't they?
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Yeah.
Because they don't like each other, but they kind of need each other at the same time. So it's
Yeah.
weird.
It's a very interesting
Yeah.
dynamic, isn't it, for a
Yeah.
TV show?
But no, I think you're right about Eddie, like, just fucking fleecing Richie. But Richie's so desperate to have, like, a friend or someone that likes him. Like, kind of keeps him around, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie's way smarter than Richie. You wouldn't exactly call him dumb. You just call him more depraved
Yeah.
than dumb. And he acts dumb a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He plays dumb.
But in a weird way, he's kind of more put together, isn't he? Like, he's dressed properly. He often just kind of sits back and lets the chaos happen.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he doesn't really get super involved.
He knows how to gamble and like,
Yeah.
he's always reading a newspaper and stuff like that.
Got a bit of street smarts.
Yeah.
London street smarts.
A couple of mates, like, he knows everyone around. And,
Yeah.
and they're always like, oh, you know, all right, Eddie. And then, oh, fuck off, Richie.
Yeah, nobody likes Richie. That's the thing, like, you love to hate him. I think that's why he's such a good
Yeah.
character, because everyone hates him.
Yeah.
And you do at points feel sorry for him, but then he does something where you're just like, oh yeah, you're a dickhead. That's why these things happen to
Yeah.
you.
But how, like, he has his shirt tucked into his underpants that are pulled up dead high. Like, it's so gross. Like, he's just an absolute slime, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such a perv.
Yeah. But acted superbly.
Oh yeah,
I must say.
definitely.
Spin a move.
Yeah, give it a spin cap.
Other series.
So other series by Aid and Rick.
Featuring them, let's say.
Young ones. You can't
Yeah.
Yeah, Young Ones was
speak
fun.
about them without Young Ones.
Yeah.
My favourite joke in Young Ones is when they're on the bus and that we're all going on a summer holiday, and they're driving around and they're doing the summer holiday rip-off of the music video, aren't they? The Cliff Richard
Yeah.
music video. And then as they're going up to come around the bend on the cliff, there's a big billboard with Cliff Richard on it. And Vivian just like shouts at Nigel Planer who's driving, like, Cliff! And they smash through Cliff Richard's face and go off the cliff. It's so funny.
That's
It gets me
literally
every time.
the last scene of season 2.
Yeah, I thought so.
Series 2. Yeah. Cliff! There's one bit for me, it's a joke by SPG, Vivian's Gerbil. And I just can't remember. It's a really good joke as well. It's bugging me. But yeah, there's
Can't be
that.
that good.
Oh, it was. It was a bit of a chuckler. Weirdest thing is I can remember a punchline, but it's such a specific punchline. I can't reverse engineer a joke. Anyway, yeah, I used to love stuff like Dangerous Brothers, all of those. That was an old Saturday Night Live sketch. No, Saturday Night it was called over here. Saturday Live it was called over here. It was kind of like an almost equivalent to Saturday Night Live in America, but a British
Comic
version.
Strip Presents. We spoke
Yeah.
about that in a previous episode.
Yeah, but Dangerous Brothers is basically, again, just more anarchic stuff over like a 10-minute time slot or something like that. But yeah, you're right, comic strip stuff, that was all fantastic. That's where you had all stuff. Oh, you're right there. Medic.
Mango Tango.
Yeah, that's close enough. Starts with them. Yeah, what's the one we just said? Comic Strip Presents, you had stuff like Jennifer Saunders, Dawn French in there. Amongst many others.
Didn't they have an episode of Murder Most Horrid as well? Didn't they do an episode of that?
Not 100%.
I'm sure they did.
Obviously, Rick's appeared in other stuff. Drop Dead Fred was, what's the thing, Man Down?
Man Down.
Yeah, Man Down
brilliant
is
in that.
really good in that.
Yeah.
That's more. Excuse me. That's a more recent series
Yeah.
that he was in just before he died, and it's older Rick Mail, but he's just as funny, just as creepy and weird. He
It's
just,
very animated as well, isn't it?
yeah, super animated, brilliant jokes.
Was the Hogs of War video game, if you remember that.
Yeah, you spoke about all this on previous podcasts, man.
Well, this is the thing, because I've actually got another thing up there. It says, once Kemp forgot, or something like that. And it's a bit like the 2 I forgot to talk about last time. I think I loved anyway. And I think, hopefully, I've just mentioned him in that one.
So I was
Well,
having
I
a
have. We
quick
have.
look through the IMDb because
Yeah.
I'm completely blanking on anything that they've ever done.
Imdub.
One little thing, one little series that not many people actually. Oh, sorry, my fucking back. One series that not many people remember or know of was called How to Be a Little Sod, and it was a very, very short, like possibly 3-episode, 15-minute long thing. It ran at like 9 o'clock on BBC Two, or something like that on a Thursday. Very specific sort of weird timing. I can't remember what time of year it was. It was basically just filler material. But it was very amusing because it was all about like just a baby like trying to be a little shit. So
Wasn't that a book? Didn't you have a book of that?
no, that weirdly enough was a book by Adrian Edmondson.
You had
was
a How
also
to Be a Complete Bastard.
Yeah,
But
that
I'm
was
sure
that
you
one.
had a How to Be a Complete Sod as well.
There might have been a book of it. I'm not 100%, I'd have to look that up.
I'm like 98% sure that's a real thing.
Unfortunately,
remember.
Aid Edmondson was in Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
It was. Yeah, played one of the Sith.
Captain Peavy.
Oh, yeah.
Shame it's in a
forgot
fucking
about
shit film.
Yeah. Still says in Star Wars.
Yeah, I can't say that.
No, me neither.
Rick did. Oh, what the bloody hell was it? It was on the tip of my tongue a moment ago.
Oh, big penis.
What bloody hell was it?
It's on the tip of your tongue,
Fucking-
down your throat, rubbing your tonsils.
Spud Gun was Big Baz in Kevin and Perry Go Large.
Yeah.
Second mention of Kevin and Perry in this episode.
Rick Mayer's Lord Flashheart in
Yes.
Blackadder. That's
Yeah.
what I was trying to
Yeah,
think
that
of.
was a good one.
That was the other one I forgot.
That was an awesome character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit Spin Camp. Worst of all time.
I really didn't like the pilot.
Which
Pilot
one was the
episode.
pilot?
So for some reason they aired the pilot like 4 episodes in. 4 or 5. It was like
Yeah.
towards the back end of the first season, and you can really tell it's the pilot. Like the flat's laid out wrong,
Oh,
the staircase is wrong around. Richie's got like shorter hair. It's just really random. Eddie's got a job. Like, it's just proper this weird random episode where like all of this continuity is just gone because it's technically the first episode. And yeah, it was just a bit shit. Like they hadn't quite worked everything out.
Right.
So all the characters were a little bit like not what you've been watching, and yeah, I don't know, I didn't like that one.
For me, only because I had one bad experience with an episode, is I was about 10, I think, roughly. And I was down my nan's house on a Friday, which I always did, wait for my mum or dad to come home from work, whichever got home first.
Sat on your own in the dark.
Yeah, that's
not allowed to turn the lights on.
Exactly right, yeah.
Getting fed pins.
And I think it was me and my uncle.
Kemp pins.
I think it was me and my uncle were watching an episode of Bottom, and it was the one where Richie gets joins the dating agency.
Is this the first time you had some sleepy milk?
No.
This is the first time we woke up from the sleepy milk.
No. So
The Johnny in his bum.
So basically, Richie manages to get a girl to come over to his flat. And I've completely lost my fucking train of thought.
Oh, is it the dating agency one?
Yeah. What was
Which is like some heiress.
Yeah.
Yes.
But she's got a stupidly long name.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the actual.
Oh, yeah, I know the one. I know exactly what you're talking about. She's got the cigarette on the stick and all that kind of business.
And she's like, yeah, we'll go have sex. And then he has a heart attack.
Yeah, because he's about to finally lose his V-plate.
It's because a dodgy surgeon wired his heart to his bladder, so in effect he pissed his own heart.
By the way, for the ambulance, Eddie shagged her like 5 times.
Really, she's gold digging them, and she? Because she thinks he's an aristocrat.
Yeah, but sorry, no, the reason that's the worst episode for me is simply because of a bit where they're eating caviar. And it turns out it's fish poo, basically. It's like fish eggs.
Yeah, it's fish eggs, not poo, but
yeah.
Eddie calls it fish poo.
Yeah. And Richie starts scoffing it loads. I don't know why, but I was just eating with myself and my grandma and uncle. We'd ordered like a Chinese takeaway. And we just took it into it. I don't know why, but it just mentally got there and it made me fucking spew. And I was like, oh no, I was wasting all that fucking money and just delicious and shit. And now spewing it all up. That's the only one negative I could ever have.
He scooped the caviar out of the bin, didn't he?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Little bits in it.
Oh, it was grim. So grim. I've got nothing against caviar, but that is out of a bin. Like, got about half a kidney's worth.
I could just picture it now, young Kemp. For those at home, young Kemp, he had a smaller body, but his head was the same size, so he looked a bit like MODOK. And he had a round head and short hair. And this little chubby cheeks and his little grin. And always smiling. And I could just imagine him sat there just grinning, watching his favourite show. Dead chuffed. He's got his Chinese in front of him, about to tuck it. Put a little napkin in. Spun the propeller on his hat. And then he sees that and spews all over it. Fuck's sake. Not again. I've not been listening for about the last minute and a half. Charming.
I can't stop picturing you as MODOK. Just whistling around on a little chair.
That's what he reminded me of. There's the mental image of him on the school bus when I first saw him, and he's sat there on the bench seat that goes sideways, hugging his backpack with his wristbands, his sweatbands on his wrists, MUFC. And just his big head, little legs kicking, little MODOK on the bus doing Beavis and Butthead impressions.
I'm picturing the Quantumania like MODOK because the CGI face stretched around.
That's essentially what it is, a big grin. You were so cute, Kemp. Still are. Love you, man.
For those of you at home, that is 90% true, apart from a bit about me looking like fucking MODOK.
You were reminiscent of MODOK with your little legs kicking.
I did not have. You make me sound like a fucking action figure or some shit. A tiny body and a massive head, yeah.
Just wait till I get to 3D printing and I make an action figure of you, Cal. I'm the fucking biggest head in the world.
If you do, I'll 3D print the weapon I kill you with. Alright, just about. I'll go with that. Fucking spin it. Bastards. Bottom Live.
I love the Bottom Live ones.
Yeah.
I watched all of your DVDs, Kemp.
I actually went to one of them, and
Oh,
it was
you
great
did.
because I was about row 5, right in the front middle, and it was mint. And it was very, very funny. We played to the crowd, obviously. You know, it's like we have to choose a rival. Some businesses, but yes, of course I'm from Nottingham, he says, and of course everyone boos Richie, etc., etc. But yeah, the live shows were absolutely brilliant. It's exactly what you want, except they can just turn it up about 1 degree more. They can have like all the fucks they want. And a classic line from Bottom Live 3, Hooligans Island, is, "Oh, Richie, can we say cunt this year?" "No, absolutely not, Eddie." "Cunt!" With the top of his lungs. Yeah. It's a very, very funny stage show. It's still got exactly the same appeal, the same slapstick violence.
You get sweatier all the way through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
It's the sweatiest you'll ever see Rick Mail. It's insane.
They play to that as well, you know. There's one episode where he's got a skid mark up his entire back. Like, I'm talking like asshole to shoulder blade. It's ludicrous.
When they go off script as well,
Yeah,
it's
it's
fucking
like-
hilarious. So they crack each other up.
If they forget a line.
Yeah.
"Oh, look, a line from the play." Yeah. Or, "Eddie, you know my great watch gag?" "Yes." "I've not got my watch on." Yeah. But no, the live shows are fantastic, especially the second one. That's one of my favourites, where they end up in jail.
Oh, yeah, the
because
prison one.
Yeah.
they try to set off a love firework, which turns out to actually accidentally be mustard gas. I can't remember who acquires it. I'm assuming Eddie does, but somehow he's got hold of a wheelbarrow full of Semtex, which is a highly illegal and dangerous chemical weapon, explosive. And yes, apparently he almost blows up the Queen. So they get chucked in jail, which says it's the quickest... what is it? The quickest arrest to conviction they've ever seen in British legal history, or something like that. But we didn't even stop moving as we went through the court. Yeah, we get chucked in jail, and they try to break out, and they do that by assaulting Mr. Big, who has come to basically sexually assault Richie. Yeah, it's a very insane storyline. It's not for the faint of heart.
The live ones were pretty wild, weren't they?
Yeah.
Was it Hooligans Island where, was it like a plane crash or something? And they're stuck on an island?
Castaways, weren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
They got chucked overboard, yeah.
Oh, that was
because
it, yeah.
They had a double act of great arsehole Norman. And who played who? Eddie played Norman. I think. Yeah, that's right. So Richie's a great arsehole. And it was a very poor thing. It's like knife throwing. It's like, oh, look, what's going to fly through the air? And that's supposed to be his trigger. And Eddie just stands there like being a prick. It says, watch them fly through the air. Oh, there's like 10 of them all pop out on the board at once. Yeah. Yeah, great series. I'm trying to remember which one I actually saw. Was it 4 or 5? I saw...
4 or 5? I thought they only
5.
did 3.
Yeah, I thought they did 3.
No, we did 5, but they did Bottom Live 2001 and Arse Oddity, followed by Bottom... I don't think it's called Bottom Live 5, but it was called the Weapons Grade Weapon Store. That's the one I saw. Yeah.
I remember you going to see that one.
I did
At
have a
Montfort.
T-shirt, but I am no longer that size.
Oh,
And I have binned it many years ago.
you
because
binned it.
I had to, because it was quite old. That was 2003 I bought that, in all honesty.
I'm pretty sure I've still got clothes from about then.
Yeah, same,
underpants
actually.
for that, yeah.
I'll fit in them one day.
Yeah, they will fit me once upon a time.
One good thing about the live show I went to was half time. We had like an interval sort of thing where we all fucked off and we all got a pint. Came back out and everyone was chucking pants on stage, like pairs of knickers and stuff like that for them, or Y fronts and so forth. And someone, don't know who, but someone in the upper ring, sort of whatever we call it, like the
Echelons.
that'll do.
In the nosebleeds.
Yeah, cunt boxes, Tory boxes. I think that's what you call them. They lobbed a massive pair, and I'm talking like massive. Think of the biggest pair of underpants you can find on eBay right now, and I guarantee you this is 3 times as bigger. It was huge. It just landed on the stage. It was like, wow. Even they came out, like people clearing it up before we came out, said, "Yeah, that's the biggest we've seen ever."
Landed, it's like a rug.
Yeah, it was huge. Anyway, spinnery.
Give it a spin, man. Check out the live shows, people. They're funny.
Yeah, probably on YouTube.
Off topic.
Ooh.
I've got one if anyone else hasn't got one.
Yeah, you go for it, man.
So this week, as much as I watched All the Bottom, I also watched Madam Web.
Ooh, Madame Webber.
And you've still got your soul?
Yeah, it really wasn't that bad.
Shut up.
Like, it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. At all. It's not great. It's far from great.
Yeah.
But, like, you can tell that the studio's really got involved because there's some choices in there. Like, but there's like an idea of a good movie in there. Like having the evil Spider-Man hunt them down. Like, it was pretty menacing. Cool, it's like evil Spider-Man that's also like the Terminator. So it's just constantly coming after them. But then like fucking
Spider-Nator.
Dakota Fanning's like, oh, we've got this evil Spider-Man after you, but I need to go to Peru to find like the origin of this guy. So she just fucks off to Peru for a week. Leaves these 3 teenagers like with fucking Ben Parker. It's like, why? What?
Strange.
And all the bad guys' lines he overdubbed in ADR, and they don't match. They don't match his lips. Yeah, there's bits where he's not speaking. Like you can see his mouth's not moving, but he's actually like speaking over the top. So some of it is dog shit. Like it is. It's not a good movie, but it's not as bad as everyone makes it out.
I'm just not going to waste any of my life on it.
No.
No, just anything Sony makes, Spider-Man wise, I just have no interest in because it's always shit. Like even Venom, like it's okay, but in this day and age, with the resources you've got and the talent you've got making these things, you could do way better than okay.
Could do better.
But
I think Sony, they're getting these ideas for movies.
Sorry.
And if it was just a standalone one-off, just an original movie, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
But they're like, no, fucking slap a Spider-Man name on it. And then everyone's got expectations. Obviously, they're never going to hit. Because the movie was okay. Like, it was alright.
Yeah.
Put it like a solid 5.5. Like, it was alright.
What, for the Madam Web?
Yeah.
5.5?
It's not a 2.
I just don't want to watch it. Like everything I've heard about it, I'm just like, this sounds absolute dog shit. every
the idea is good though. Like the idea is good, and you watch it, and you're like, there is bits that are good. Like there's bits that are good and done well, but then it does kind of go to shit a bit. And Dakota Fanning obviously hated what they turned it into, so she's absolutely phoning it in for a lot of it. But she's very openly said, like, yeah, they completely changed the film. I did not sign up for this.
Well, that's it. Well, the thing is, from what I gathered, Sony have been proper fuckers. Because, like, obviously, most Hollywood actors and stuff, they either know of the movies or they don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
And so their agents will go, oh, we've just been offered a contract for a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
As soon as you get told you're going to be in a Marvel movie, you go, fucking A.
Yeah.
But it's not a Marvel movie.
No.
It's a Sony movie. So once they get in there, they sign them contracts thinking they're going to be in the MCU, and then they've been finding out they're not.
Yeah. There's been an interview where someone asked her, they're like, how much did the script change? Like, absolutely drastically. She's like, a completely different movie.
Because it's turning them into a joke as well.
Yeah.
Like the people involved in it. What the fuck? Ow! Ow!
Oh, right in the corner.
Oh, I've been scratched. I've been mortally wounded.
Oh dear.
But fuck this place. Fucking end this season right now. Oh, well, there you go. Well, that was a lot of content.
It was.
Let's fucking close the door on this shit. Switch the light out. Fucking head up these stairs. Follow me.
Clunk.
Until next time, boysos.
Until next time, play along at home.
Play along at home.
Play along at home.
Shalom.
It is time to go, and I hope you had some fun. Were you listening with your finger up your bum?
So there you have it, another mighty fine episode of the Pooh Finger Podcast. Episode number 99, motherfuckers.
99.
Ooh, baby. So that means next week it's episode 100.
Wow. Round of applause for us.
Hey, dickheads. So next week, seeing it's a super special episode, we're going to base the theme of the Pooh Finger Podcast episode next week around the Pooh Finger podcast.
I think you might have said podcast one too many times.
Yeah.
Nah, podcast.
Podcast.
Hey, podcast.
Podcast.
So what, people at home, our faithful listeners that have listened every week for the past 2 years, what has been your favourite episode of the Pooh Finger Podcast? Let us know on what emails?
Gmails. Pooh Finger Podcast.
She-mails. Did you just do a squelchy poo?
A little bit, yeah.
You cheeky boy.
No, well, send us a Gmail.
She-mail.
PoohFingerPodcast@gmail.com.
Excellent. And then what if they want to send us an X?
I mean, formerly owned, well, yeah, should still be known as Twitter.
I've stumped you on, so I can see your brain going.
That's exactly how it goes. Any other platform, search at PoohFingerPod, and we should come up.
Alrighty. Well, I'm looking forward to next week. I don't know about you guys. It's going to be fun. Stay tuned, stay liked and subscribed. Check us out on the PoohTube. Follow us on the PoohTube channel where you can find all of season 1
And season 2.
and season 2.
Season 2, baby.
Baby.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.